Hi, it's John Czapko with Thrive Insurance Group. Today I'm talking to our artisan contractors, residential service providers about baseline coverages you need to protect your business in case of an accident on the job site or around your workplace environment to make sure that you have the proper protection to cover your business. So let's delve into the workplace environment from an artisan contractor perspective, whether you're on the job, whether you're at the shop, or wherever you may happen to be, whether you're repairing things, building things, remodeling things. Risk is inherent in your profession, and we deal with contractors and residential service providers very, very frequently in our business, and we really do a lot within that space. And so risk is just inherent in that business. It's whether you're on the job site, whether you're commuting, you have a lot of risk built into your business. So we take the risk from a contractor's perspective very, very seriously, and we do everything we can to minimize that risk. The second piece that we look at for our customers is, the lifeblood of your business is your tools and equipment. So we need to make sure that we're protecting that. We're going to talk about how we do that in a minute. And then the last piece that you can leverage insurance for is from a credibility perspective. There's a lot of chucking trucks around. There's a lot of unlicensed and unqualified and uninsured contractors running around. And there's a lot of licenses you need in Texas to be a contractor. There are some disciplines that absolutely are licensed. There are some that aren't. And there are a lot of contractors that are running around that are uninsured. And we're seeing a lot more of our insured partners using this as a selling tool to help differentiate themselves in the marketplace. So from a coverage perspective, what do we need? We start with general liability. General liability is a foundation for our growth. And we start with our coverages are $1 million and $2 million. That's where we recommend everybody start. You can get lower limits, but there's really not a lot of point in doing that. The limits lower than that don't generally cost a lot less. So we start at $1.2 million. When you have to do a contractual obligation, that's usually where landlords or customers or vendors or whoever you're working with are going to require you to be. So let's start there. From there, we move to tools and equipment. I mentioned that's your lifeblood. We've got to cover that. We can cover that from an inland marine, kind of a funny name, but it's designed to cover your equipment when it's in transit from one location to another. That's how it was originally built, and it's kind of morphed over the years. Now you can get tools and equipment coverage as part of inland marine. You can get equipment floaters where it protects your equipment and your installation floaters for when you're doing a job, when you're installing equipment and you're installing materials. It'll protect the materials on the job site. You can also get a rented equipment coverage. So if you're renting equipment from a big box store or some other rental place, you can get coverage for that equipment as well. So it really protects all of your tools, and we really encourage and spend a lot of time with our contractors making sure we have the proper coverage here. Next, we move to workers' comp. In Texas, it's not required to have comp, but we really require it with our contractors. We really want to make sure that they're protecting their employees and their workforce and their contractors as well, their subs. So we go through this in a very detailed discussion. We move from comp to commercial. Commercial auto is tough. In Texas, the rates are really high. It's a factor of the lawsuits. It's a factor of uninsured drivers. There's a lot of factors that are driving the commercial auto rates up. It's just a tough place to be right now. We understand that, and we do whatever we can to help minimize our customers with telemetrics and some different things, but it's a tough place to be. But commercial auto is critical for protecting your equipment on the job site as well. Things happen on the job site, we get it. And then the last piece we look at is errors and omissions. This is becoming more and more important from a contractor's perspective. It's where you give professional guidance and advice, and you're protected for that professional guidance and advice. So if you're designing something or you are building something out as a contractor or a GC, having errors and omissions insurance or E&O is really important as well. And the last piece we always talk to our customers about is cyber. Whether you're dealing with customers or private information or credit cards as a contractor, you have a cyber risk. So let's have that conversation and make sure you're protecting yourself from all flanks and making sure that all perspectives of your business is protected. Review these coverages often and regularly with your agent. We'd love to be of service for you. If we can do that at Thrive Insurance Group, reach out to us via YouTube, via Facebook, via email. Let us know how we can be of service. And remember, thrive today, protect tomorrow. Thanks. Have a great day.